So here's one of the things, and I bet you've seen this a little bit, especially with all your experience with ELC and all the leaders that you've worked with. Um, what happens when a middle manager gets promoted to the next level?
I was just looking at that question.
Right. It's
that is a great question. And as a matter of fact, someone that I'm coaching, that is what we're coaching on. They just got promoted over their peers. And so they want to figure out how to be effective. And the first thing I would say is there a peer that's not happy because they didn't get the promotion? So if you've got one of those, you got to address it head on, because they will set the pace and the tone for anything else that happens in terms of the dynamics of the group. But it really comes back to, what's your 90-day plan look like? I'll make it very practical. I'm not going to speak in sort of philosophical jargon.
Yeah.
What's your 90-day plan look like? What is it that you want to see for this group, and how do you want them to succeed? What are the expectations of your leaders and other key stakeholders? Spend time going on a listening tour to understand all of those inputs and frame your thoughts, and engage with your team. Think about those people that have been great bosses for you and those people who have not been so great. What's made them great? What's made them not so great? How do you build that into your own, set of values? We talked about my values earlier. How do you build those into your own set of values? In the case of this individual, the first thing was the person, the role above her that would be her boss. That person, there is no person in that role. There's no person in that seat. So now she's got like two bosses ahead of her. And she's like, she's just frazzled. She was frazzled. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I said, well, what do you think you should do? And so then she thought about, put my action plan together and socialize. And so that's what she did. And the boss two levels ahead said, I am so glad you took the initiative to come with an action plan and your thoughts about what you're going to get done, because she was in the group. So she knew the work that needed to be done, right? She just needed the confidence in herself. And again, moving to that span of influence of, I'm going to get buy-in from him. I'm going to meet with each of my team members to get buy-in from them. I want them to give input to the plan, which is what she did. And I want them to meet with me on a regular basis. And she's had a couple of sessions with them where they do ideation sessions. So she's getting them engaged and encouraged and motivated. Whereas the prior boss who left never would even ask for their input. He would just put the plan together, and that was the plan.
Wow.
So she's already bringing them along. Hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah, no, that's definitely helpful.